Well, good evening, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Wow. Well, we are on this Christmas Eve birthing a whole new church space. So thank you for allowing your energy to be part of this new place of light. Tonight is all about light. And so tonight is about spreading the light of Unity of the Oaks throughout Thousand Oaks and the Caneo Valley, and how special that we get to do it tonight on Christmas Eve. It was so important to me that we started our very first service on Christmas Eve, even though it was a little hectic and crazy, but it was just so important because tonight is about light. It's about sacredness. It's about giving birth to creativity and peace and love. And that's who and what we are at Unity of the Oaks. That's what we're here to do, be that light in our community. So I'm just so happy that you're here so that you can put your own special blessings and light into this room so that it starts to flow and flow and flow and flow some more. Well, tonight is also about remembering that within you is the Christ light, that divine light, that you are an expression of the one light, that you can light up the world because you are the essence and the expression of the divine. And I think it's fantastic that it comes after winter solstice, because as we begin to let that light back in, we get to welcome that birth of that Christ light within us this evening. So we welcome the light to come within us, to heal those parts of ourselves that need to be healed. We let the light in to heal those parts of us that are ready to be healed and want to be reborn again as pure light. So we know that all those places within us, that light transmutes it to pure light, to pure joy. And so like our Christmas Eve services in the past, our Christmas Eve service tonight will be filled with music, and you can sing along. Hopefully you all got a songbook, or Sherry Hersey will be guiding us. Or you can let our musicians sing to you and just receive. We will have some caroling. That's also a tradition that we have caroling at the end. So we will be doing some caroling together at the end as well. But I just really want to welcome you. It's really a special evening. And I'm just so grateful and thankful and feeling so blessed that we're here tonight together. So thank you again for bringing your prayer energy and your light to this evening's in our service together. So I welcome you to this Christmas Eve service. It's all about light, and so we'll start with our music team and their light.
Welcome, everyone. So happy to be here in this new space with you all, celebrating this. And this is my favorite Christmas song. It very impressed me when I was a little girl and I went to a big Episcopal church and all these dancers were dancing in angel costumes, and this choir was singing the song, and it's always touched me, so I hope I can make it through. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, the soul felt its worth, a thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night divine. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise his holy name. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Sing with me. Oh, night divine, oh, night divine.
This is a divine night, and isn't it special to be here? My name is Julia Franco. I'm a prayer minister at Unity of the Oaks, and it's my honor tonight to read you the daily word as an introduction to our time of meditation. So tonight the daily word is Christmas Eve. I prepare to welcome the Christ within. On the first Noel, Mary and Joseph demonstrated their willingness to journey forth in faithful love. Under arduous circumstances, two good parents brought forth and nurtured a great light into the darkness of a struggling world. On Christmas Eve, I affirm the original blessing of all people, the indwelling Christ. My Advent journey has guided me as I have grown in faith, wrapped myself in peace, deepened in love, and delighted in joy. I have prepared for a wondrous arrival throughout the Advent season. And now the moment is here. The Christ is about to be born anew. As the darkness vanishes before the flickering light of a candle, the birth of the Christ drives out the darkness of the world. And the verse is Luke 1:48. Surely, from now on, all generation will call me blessed. As I prepare to welcome the Christ within.
welcome to sing along with us. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Last one. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, Son of God, love's pure light, radiant peace from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.
This Christmas Eve, let's reflect on the Nativity story and what it took for Jesus to be born. The journey for Mary and Joseph to the moment where Jesus came into this world was difficult and filled with struggles. In the stories we tell in our Christmas pageants, we depict Mary and Joseph being turned away from many inns only to find themselves in a stable. There was chaos and struggle. In the midst of it, Jesus the Christ was born. Christmas Eve, then, is an affirmation of our hope, trust, and faith that a new day will dawn even in the midst of our own chaos. Celebrating Christmas Eve reminds us that in the midst of struggle, we can know something new is being born and celebrate being on the cusp of it. Can we have that same trust, hope, and faith in our own lives? Even as we affirm light and peace, we may be discouraged when we look around us at wars, conflict, and social injustice. Today is the perfect time to reframe how we see these experiences. Even if we cannot fully understand that the light and peace of God are already with us, we can move from discouragement to faith. We often wait to celebrate something until it is completion, whether it is the birth of a child or landing the job of our dreams. We do not have to wait. We can celebrate the new consciousness and experiences being birthed right here and right now. We can activate hope, trust, and faith that our awareness of deep peace and light is at hand.
You can join us in singing O Little Town of Bethlehem if you like.
Still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by.
So, Merry Christmas once again. Wow, it's so different. It takes a little getting used to, doesn't it? Got real lights and everything here. Well, in Hebrew, Bethlehem means house of bread, meaning a place of substance. And so we have now arrived to our new Bethlehem, a place that will be spiritual substance for many, many individuals for years to come. And this song, "O Little Town of Bethlehem," reminds me of the experience I've had of arriving here. That line that says, "Above the deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by." I've had quite a few dreamless sleeps. Some of you know that. And yet the star represents the coming of light. And in the revealing word written by our co-founder, Charles Fillmore, it says this about stars. The mind has its star of promise, which leads to wisdom, then to the final glory in the Son of God, Jesus. It's that promise that even in our humanness, when we have our doubts and our worries and we can't sleep, we have that Christ potential within us to create something special and peaceful, brilliant and magical. And boy, did I have some very human moments the last week or two. Anyone else have some very human moments this year? Yeah. And guess what? It's okay. Just breathe that in. It's okay. Because tonight, Christmas Eve, is about remembering again. We remember that we too can share our divine spark with the world, even in our humanness. That our inner wisdom will lead us to our greatest potential. Here is that message from the song to stop the chatter and the restlessness and get quiet and listen to that inner wisdom. And then these lines, "Yet in thy dark streets shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight." You know, Reverend Molly told me they looked at this location, Reverend Molly being our minister emeritus. She said they looked at this location 10 years ago. And there's been a lot of dark streets in the middle of those years. And although the space wasn't right there then, the everlasting light, that reminder that you can't keep your good from you, that what is meant for you is meant for you. It may be delayed, but it will not be denied. And in between, because we're human, there are hopes and there are fears. Yet when we hold on to the light, that faith of knowing what is meant for us, and what is meant for us is our greatest good. And it will be made manifest. You hold on to the star, to the light, the everlasting light of faith. And so all of the years of fears, will we find a place? When will we find a place? Where is our place? All of it gets to be dissolved in the light tonight. And for your own self, what fears have you had this year? And perhaps just whisper to yourself, "Hey self, will you allow that fear just to be dissolved in the light tonight? Can I allow that fear that's been coming up for me this year to be dissolved in the light tonight of Christmas Eve?" And then this line, for Christ is born of Mary and gathered all above. While mortals sleep, the angels keep their watch of wandering love. And so even when we feel alone, even when we feel not accomplished, even when we feel not worthy, there are angels gathered around us, celestial beings, love itself, that we are connected to, that we are always connected to. So although we may have sleepless nights or dreary days, crying days, love is always present. Love is always present. And so at Christmas time, we sing about silent nights and holy nights and wondrous nights. And we can tap into that peace and that wonder and that holiness tonight with the remembering that it's always present, not just on this night, but every night. It's just that this night reminds us that we can allow ourselves to step into that experience of it. We can step into a night of peace, of wonder, of holiness. We can step into a new year, a 2023, with peace and wonder and holiness. And Christmas, if I remember the inner child within me, is about celebration, right? It's about celebration and joy. And we certainly are celebrating our first meeting here on Lombard Street. Let's just give that a round of applause. It was a vision long in the making and yet short, because really 11 months since the last Board of Trustees had met at my home with myself, Reverend Sherry James, and we all visualized it. And you know, it was mid-January of just this year. And you can manifest your dreams if you keep the focus there, if you keep the vision there, if you walk in the holiness of this evening every day. And again, we're human, and that's okay. Because here's how you know that you've grown. Here's where you know the spiritual growth has happened. You notice. You notice, hey, I didn't do that quite the way I'd wanted to. Let me just do it differently. We make amends, we apologize, and then we move forward. That's how we keep walking the Christmas Eve story of peace and holiness and joy and celebration. So I want you to just take a moment to reflect on the vision that you have for your life. That seems real big, but just your life right now. Take a moment to reflect on the vision you have of your life. What is the dream that you're ready to give birth to in this coming year? And then I want you to start feeling the celebration and the aliveness of it. So think about, what is it I want to bring to life this year in my life? And I want you to start feeling just like Christmas Eve when you were a child, or Christmas morning, that excitement. I want you to feel that right now as you think about what that dream is that you're going to bring to fruition. That this is the eve of your good. This is the eve of your greatest life experience coming to fruition. This is the eve of it. So in a moment, I'm going to invite you to have your candle. We're going to have a little contemplation here. So don't turn it on quite yet. Just have it nearby. Let me tell you what you're going to think about, and then we'll have it on the slide. Well, she has it on the slide. Oh, we'll see, we're learning things. We need to make slides bigger now. Okay. So the first thing I want you to really just take a breath. And as you breathe, settle into your heart space. And focus on that Christ presence, that divine presence within you. And then I want you to focus on that Christ presence that's within all of humanity. And then taking a moment to think about all the journeys you've taken in your life and how they have led you to right here, your present journey. And on this present journey, casting your light onto that ongoing journey of your dreams this evening. And then sitting for just a moment and asking your higher self, your higher power, the God of your own understanding, what is mine to do this year? In what ways can I shine my own unique light? What is mine to manifest so that there's more light in my community? So just listening to the music and allowing your higher self to answer that question. What is mine to do this year? How can I shine my unique light? What is mine to make manifest so that there's more light in my community? And when you feel like you have that answer, you feel ready, then you'll turn on your light. And it's okay if the answers don't come this moment. Just go ahead and tell yourself, I'm ready to receive the answer. I can receive it in a meditation, in a dream, in a conversation, in something I read. Yeah. So I think we all have our lights on. So here's from our Advent book. It says, when you come to realize that the Christ is born in you each day, it is then your charge to take every opportunity to become a beacon of light in your community. In the midst of chaos across the world, let us hold to the vision that divine love is the healing hope, the healing peace, and the healing presence that lights up the world. Choose to be the expression of joy for those around you. So tonight, you have begun that birthing process of manifesting your greatest desire for 2023. And just notice how each of the candles brings a little bit more light into the room, or they make your face glow. And that's just it. Because when you express your greatest desires, then the greater your light. And the more we shine our light, the more our world shines. See, the Christ lives within you each and every day and in each and every moment. And so bask in your glow. Bask in your glow. Tonight we start a joy and light-filled spiritual community in this space. We give birth to a new era of unity in Thousand Oaks. And I know that together we will bring more goodness and light into our world. So Merry Christmas and blessings. And please keep your lights on. We'll sing with our musicians.
Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace warm, mighty king, do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere. Listen to what I say. Listen to what I say. The child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light.
It's wonderful to have our music team tonight. I told them I have to get used to them being on my left side now. I may turn to talk to them, and it's the wall. Yeah. Well, before we get to our caroling, just a little note here that I want to say thank you for joining us, but also, if you have an opportunity to give us a Christmas gift, a financial love offering Christmas gift, there is a basket in the back as well as our giving information, and any of our ambassadors or Suwan can help you with that too. That would greatly help us for our community to continue to shine our light in the community. But I really want to take a moment to say thank you, a big, big thank you to Sherry and Rick, who set up our sound and our video and our lights, and Larry, who built our stage, and Sherry and Rick got the carpeting done for the carpets, and oh my gosh. So I just want to thank them that we can even have tonight's service. Also, a big thank you to Paula and Suwan, who were here every day almost, unboxing and cleaning up and doing their part to get everything ready for you all. I mean, I told them, hey guys, we just need a drape and some sound. I don't care if there's boxes, and they all just, you can see it looks almost exactly perfect. It'll be just slightly changed when you come on January 8th, but it's amazing. Thank you to Donna. I know she just had to run off, but Donna was here for hours. Jules was here for hours. Just so much thank you to all of you for doing that. The amazing amount of volunteers that it took to have tonight happen. So they were definitely shining their light for our community so that we can all keep shining our lights.
And
so
the painters.
And the painters, yes, Suwan and Christine and Grace. And Tom Hollow brought in couches, and Reverend Molly donated our largest couch, and Wendy donated our side tables and our couch. So again, enjoy our little living room back there. This really is about to be just a space for you to come and live in. I want you to come and feel like you're home. I want you to feel safe and loved and very loved, and where you can do your spiritual and personal growth in so much comfort and joy. So that's what's been created. And so thank you for putting out your love and blessings and your light to help us create that starting this evening. Yay. So after our caroling, we may want to just maybe make some kind of weird, not a circle, if we all want to maybe stand up in the aisle here with our lights and carol. And then Jane Brown, thank you. She was so nice to set up our kitchen, but also to bring some refreshments for us. So afterwards, please be sure to stay just a little while for some sparkling cider and cookies. So let's carol, shall we? Merry Christmas.
Well, we had a little confusion about the lyric situation, so I'm going to let you know that we're doing the first one. We're started off for you. It's number 5. I hope our lyrics match your lyrics. Let's just say that. But let's start with number 5. Yeah, stand up, everybody. We'll get you into it.
Jesus Christ is born.
Hit it. While shepherds kept their watching, or silent flocks by night, behold, throughout the heavens there shone a holy light. Here we go.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain.
Different books, I guess.
Jesus Christ is born.
Hit it, Paula.
The shepherds feared and trembled when lo, Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born.
Again.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born.
Give yourselves a hand.
Oh, yeah.
Woo-hoo. All right, we're singing Deck the Halls, but I don't think it's in that book. So
Just make sure you get the
most
follow laws.
of you know it, I think. So I'll try to call it out.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la.
Don we now.
Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la.
Troll the ancient.
Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la.
See the blazing.
See the blazing Yule before us, fa la 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 la.
Strike the harp.
Strike the harp and join the chorus, fa la 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 la.
Follow me.
Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 la.
While I tell.
While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la.
Fast away.
Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la.
Hail the new.
Hail the new year, lads and lasses, fa la 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 la.
Sing we all. Joyous.
Sing we joyous all together, fa la 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 la.
Heedless.
Heedless of the wind and weather, fa la 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 la.
Wow, you guys are quick studies. That's all I gotta say.
You got the fa la la's perfect.
Got those fa-la-las down. We're going to end with number 11 in the regular book, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I don't know which one that is in the gray book. 19 in the gray book. Okay, and now follow us because we're going to skip that first good tidings. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Let's look at each other. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy. Oh, bring us the figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. We won't go until we get some.
We won't go until we get some.
We won't go until we get some.
We won't go until we get some. So
We all like our figgy pudding. We all like our figgy pudding. We all like our figgy pudding.
we all like our figgy pudding.
With all of its cheese.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings, your Christmas and a happy new year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy new year.
Merry Christmas. And that's all we got.
And the peace song. And a peace song.
Sorry about that. We got a pizza.
Yes, there is peace on earth. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
The light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. And the presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Amen.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Enjoy some refreshments. We'll see you back here January 8th. We'll be online tomorrow and on the 1st. Yay!